Thank you for joining us. All right, going into messages and into the Q&A. Since greetings, this is Archangel Gabriel. Energies to you all. Yes, there is new timelines, of course, being evolved. There are timeline splits also. And where you think you're going to go one direction, you end up going to a whole nother direction. The astral realms are getting a little bit more intense for some individuals as they're going into a major change. Of course, it has not made itself known just yet, but the momentum is building up of more of an awakening here. Now, are others ready for the awakening? But more knowledge of how your world operates will come through slowly. But those that resonate with it or show that the ascension energies are getting stronger, and others, well, they're not quite ready for the outer world. But yes, your third dimensional energies, meaning alien energies, can start slowly evolving here, slowly, at least in the visuals when the time is right. Greetings. We are the felines from Sirius. Yes, there are certain dangers here on many levels, especially with your police. As yes, they do come off as friendly, somewhat, but also mostly intimidating due to they are basically working for elitist beings, elite control over society. Obviously, you're going to a more peaceful earth, you do not need your police. So as you see your ascension energies increasing for those that truly need it, you see a lot of your dictators of the law will begin to cease to exist. Of course, you have some time for that because the police play a big role in the program in your society. So if you keep you in the program, the police have to be there. Mm-hmm. But as you release that energy, you no longer need any of these things. Mm-hmm. So there will be safe zones. We don't even need police or even worry about crime at all. Of course, there's places already. So, of course, where the most negativity is where the most manipulation is. So, and it's done for a reason to hide what is there. Many third world countries, as you would call them, because when you remove all the negativity, light comes out. So, same as Africa, same as Portugal and other places. So, Costa Rica. To name a few. Greetings to you. We are the elephants from Neptune. Greetings to you. We are, yes, not, well, we are the similar swarm on your planet, as there are other beings that are here that are part of your physical realms. There are elephant beings that are usually in the higher dimensions. Some of us rarely ever see a physical elephant anymore. But for the reason why we look the way we do is for senses, for sensory around. We are created that way with a long nose. Of course, many of their noses have gotten shorter depending on the elephant range, but usually they keep it long. It's for decoration, you can say, just like how humans have a face. A lot of alien beings don't even have faces; just have energy. You just know there's a presence there. So remember, the elephant vibrations are, yes, our energies are there to seed worlds that are looking for the elephant knowledge that comes from other universes. So you say all your animals come from different places, or yes, most of them come from other universes. Let's put it that way. And then they make their own galaxy of beings. I can have a galaxy of elephant energies and so forth. We're here to also answer your questions whenever you are ready.
Oh, greetings. Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Thank you for coming in.
Yes.
Up first this evening, we have Daria.
Hello there.
Greetings.
So, who was this? Because I was looking at the pictures.
No, we are elephant beings from Neptune.
That's I I registered that. So, hello, elephants from Neptune. Do you have any elephantastic messages for me from your collective?
Well, there from what we see, you have a checkerboard of knowledge, but you remove a lot of pieces. It was like the Earth has not earned its knowledge yet of what is truly going on. So as it progresses, it will be allowed to know more. But right now, it's a mystery for obvious reasons. Well, it has to get over its problems, many of them.
Uh,
So you're you're with the other collectives that are assisting, but you're kind of just waiting. There's more going on, but they just show you waiting right now. Like it's like you're waiting by a phone booth, waiting for a call.
yeah, that has been. I had a really good one meme with Patrick from SpongeBob,
Mhm.
and there was like, "Is this real? Is this just a fantasy?" No, this is Patrick. Was answering
No,
the phone. Really funny. But anyways, do you have a forecast or a funny pocket for my life in 3D from your view and your perspective?
but we see that you well from your past connections, you connected to many people that are connected to voodoo. Was
Uh,
a version of it, their own version of it. You actually been clearing their spells. That's why you have certain people that have been coming to you. You might not always enjoy their company. You're actually to clear out their agendas.
yeah,
So
that's
we say expect a bit of that in your future.
yeah.
So just
I
yeah, go ahead.
That's why they call me the witch here. So,
So
or
you see them coming. Of course, in your physical, you don't just kind of have to wait for them to come into your energy field. They're not always ready for it. They're not always ready to let go of what they're doing. That's why things have been kind of slow.
mm,
They want to
yeah,
continue, but they're always being watched, and they know that, but they do it anyway.
yeah. I
Basically,
will.
this timeline is ceasing to exist slowly.
Yeah, I will definitely go further into that in a private channeling with Ivan.
Okay.
Well, man, thank you for that, and
Yes,
have a cool channeling
yes.
with this group. Thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, very cool. Up next, we got Steven.
Hello, Neptune, elephants.
Greetings to you. Greetings.
Greetings to you. How you doing?
Doing well.
Sweet, sweet. Thank you so much. Much love. Thank you for being here.
Mhm.
I was wondering if you can help me with a dream I just recently had. Basically where I'm like in a house or like forest area, and there's this cave, and I venture into this cave, and it's kind of narrow, and I see some bees. There's some bees around, and I end up finding a little pool, like a small pool of honey. And I was like, oh wow, there's some honey here. So I'll go back, and I was like, yeah, do y'all have a container I can put this honey in? There's a lot of honey here. I want to get this honey. And so at first I got a small container, but it wasn't big enough. So I went and filled that little small container up pretty quick. I was like, "No, y'all got anything bigger? You got anything bigger? I can put this honey in." And it's like a pool, and it's kind of a little liquefied. Like I'll reach my hand into it, and I'd make sure I wouldn't disturb the bees. And then I finally got this big container. I started scooping my hand up and putting the honey into this container, and I filled it up. I was like, "Wow!" And then I tasted a little bit. It was really sweet. I just wonder if you had any more info on that. Thank you.
Well, it's DNA. It's DNA that you either found or created through genetic engineering. So I believe you're just keeping it sacred. And also, there's a lot of knowledge with the future. You can say the future of mankind is the honey. You can say so of the more enhanced DNA, more enhanced humans in your future. So that's what it seems like. What it does. So that you're a part of course. So blessings.
Yes, yes, it makes sense now. Yes, thank you. Um, second, is I'll just if can connect with my higher self, or actually just connect with some of the earth energies, my history, or my higher self, and just see if I can any beings or aspects that was here that want to come through and just share a little bit of their knowledge today. Thank you.
Well, you see that you have been actually left here by other alien beings. Like you thought they were your friends, and then they kind of fly off, and now you're stuck here. So you've been abandoned here quite a few times, actually, through different incarnations. You weren't always human either. It's just that they felt that the Earth needed you, and so it's like there's always a way to find your way back here. So okay, you've had your incarnation, you had your connections here, you can go off to other places. But when you do that, you seem to always find your way back here. So that's why you're here now. Is you just continue, you just kind of okay, I understand now. So you just started to continue to connect to the planet. Of course, you've had a lot of tree incarnations here. Trees, even actually in California forests, they've been many places. It seems like the California, what do they call them, the red trees, something like some word like that. But those are the tallest trees in California. You've been there, the redwoods. Yeah, you've been there. That's where you come from. One of your places you come from. Of course, you connect to the fairies also. Show up as a tree being in Agartha. You play with the fairies, play jokes on them. Sometimes you like snap away their wings. It's like, oh great. Now, I mean, they can fly anyway, but still. So you play a lot of games with them, it seems. Even as a tree being a tree present. But sometimes you can appear as actually a tree, physical being. So blessings.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Logan.
Greetings.
Yes, please.
For my first question tonight, sometimes when me and my dad go out and look at the stars, we're able to see some of the lights in the sky from ships. And I would like to know if the beings beings connecting with us can come closer. Because if so, I'd like to put in a request for them to come closer.
No, of course not.
Hmm.
No, it's a spiritual connection. I mean, the only way for that to work for you to connect to it spiritually. So just to have them show up in the physical is not likely. No, this is all about a spiritual connection. So you're focused so much on the physical that most likely will not happen. They're not, they're not animals. They're just like, here, here's some food. Come on over here. Here's a treat. They don't like to work that way. So this is why you're having trouble with alien contact. You're looking at it from that point of view. So So the better to
Interesting.
understand them, the more they'll show up.
Hmm. All right. And for my second question, I'd like to know, are there any messages from my higher self?
There's a lot you're warning about the galactics. There's a lot of programming here of how humans and aliens should interact, and I believe you'll be clearing a lot of that. It might be a little bit difficult, but you'll see them more clearly if you clear a lot of the programming of how humans perceive alien beings. So just so you have a different way of looking at it. Once again, it's a spiritual connection. You allow more of that vibration to come through, most likely they'll become very close to you. So but it's, they're not going to do it anytime soon, though. So, but you can continue to connect.
All right. Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Silverclaw.
Hello, guys.
Greetings.
Well, hello there. Greetings. My first question. I have been waiting for my appointment to get my picture taken so I can renew my work permit. I have not seen the letter yet, and I am wondering if I will get my ID with my new picture and everything before my present work permit expires.
Well, if you don't hear from them, you probably have to contact them. We're not seeing where it is or anything, so it'd probably be good to contact.
Do you think they've sent it and I have not seen it?
It's not clear.
Hmm.
So.
Did you okay, yeah, I'll just contact them and just check up on that.
Or just wait.
Do you think it's on its way then, at least?
We don't know. We can't tell.
Can't tell. You can't tell. Okay. All right. My next question. I have a lot to memorize from my massage therapy exams. I will be spending much more time studying starting on Friday because I will be like cutting down on my internet use by a lot. But I'm still worried of failing one of the required courses for the school. What advice and predictions do you see for passing all these courses?
Well, you learn a lot when you fail. So, if you end up failing, that means that it's an experience that you need to go through. So if you tell yourself that's not an experience you need to go through, most likely you won't avoid it. So, yeah, you just gotta release the negative. You're holding on to quite a bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't always feel that you're, can do things. You feel like failure is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something you have to release.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I feel that on my own, like advice that once I cut down on the internet, because it all just comes down to memorization and just repeating.
But you're not always connecting to the energy of the massage school either, it seems. Like some of it's kind of dull. A lot of the techniques are kind of mundane. So you're kind of teaching things you don't really need. So that's another reason why I don't find that exciting. And it's quite understood.
Yeah, I keep telling myself it's just for the license so that I can get more money.
Yeah. They
And
added
so-
all these nonsense techniques that don't need to be there just to make the test longer.
Yeah.
So,
But I have what it takes to basically pass these exams, correct?
we believe so, but yeah, just it's on how you look at it. So,
okay, I will be a lot more positive. Thank you so much.
yes, blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Dragon.
Hi, how you doing?
Yes, greetings.
Fellow solar system members, I guess, a higher dimension.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. So my first question is, it seems like I've been, well, for one thing, I've sort of temporarily, even though I have a lot to do, I've kind of simplified my life a little bit temporarily. And it seems like I'm really active in astral, though I can't really I can't piece any of it together. Like, I just get bits and pieces. I think I'm out like a log. when I'm sleeping and whatnot. But I do pick up bits and pieces that tell me that I'm up to something. You know, you never like what comes to you is not actually what's happening. So, you know, usually. So, can you tell me like, can you connect to what I'm up to in astral like right now?
Well, we connect. Well, there is a battle. There is a war going on, and it's like you're part of the science department. The science department of timeline creating. So you can say that the timelines for helping humanity connect. It's like you design a timeline and throw it into the Earth Collective to see if they'll grab onto it or not. It's kind of like having a rope. So you do a lot of timeline building. It's like you can make 1,000 in an hour, probably quicker than that. So
what does that accomplish?
Well, to pull humans out of all this and for more knowledge to come here. It's kind of like putting a flavor in food to enhance it.
It increases the vibration and allows them to separate their strands of line from each other, untangle each other.
Exactly. Yeah. It's for to see if people want to change their direction. So, and many don't, but some do. Sometimes timelines have to have a certain energy around them. So, not everyone's ready, but kind of pulls people to a new path. That's the idea. It's not always going to be understood in this realm.
Sort of.
I think you have some idea.
I sort of get it. I mean, enough to matter. The next question is, you know, it seems right now that the government's dysfunctional. All the power, you know, the elites and everything are tripping over each other, and nothing's really getting accomplished, which I'm pretty sure is not their intention. And it seems like reality's sort of just on auto drive right now, and sort of wrapping itself up. But I'm, you know, realistic, and I don't think that they're just people that are really tied into this reality and really love it and want to keep it going are just gonna roll over and sing their kumbayas and say, oh well, we give up, you know. So I feel like there's a final sort of battle or confrontation is not the right thing, but there's going to be a final attempt to really pull people back in. And I mean, I guess the time-wise really depends on the individual. Like, for some it's imminent, for some it could take 20 years, who knows. My question on that, well, first of all, is that, am I sensing something truthful, or is that BS? And the other part of it is, what kind, like, if there is a final, like, push of darkness to try to keep everyone in this reality, what kind of potential do you see, and how do we prepare for that?
Well, there's always a push to keep humans in this reality. It's constantly going. There's 24 hours a day for it to be pushed out. I mean, it's usually a small amount that get pulled out. So find a way out, it's always a few. People think they're awakened, but there's another layer of awakening they're not quite ready. So on a third dimensional level, people are more waking up to what's going on. That's why the government's still kind of like a flat tire at this time. So it kind of running out of steam to get people so frustrated. They look at things a little bit different. So I feel like this is going to go on for some time. The government's it's basically ignoring the people. So it's ignoring the people more than it's ever had before. Well, in recent times. So it's just to get people frustrated too. If they want to be frustrated or they want to look at things differently.
Not just ignoring the people, but like ignoring most people and then deciding for the rest that are usually manipulated, telling them what they should think.
Yeah, well, those accept what they think. They're going to do it no matter what. they need something from the master. They haven't quite understood. They can make their own decisions, but usually it's what the boss tells them. That's what.
Yeah.
So
The followers.
yeah. That's why your government, at least in the United States, that's why it has a White House. That's why your buildings are kind of comfortable looking, to give people a sense of comfort. They look like a castle, like a dungeon or something evil. Obviously, they look at things a little bit differently. But instead, it looks all comforting and friendly, like Grandpa can live there. So people fall for the manipulation. It's all in looks.
I mean, that's all smoke and mirrors anyway, because the White House and Congress don't have the power anymore anyway. It's been taken away by corporations and other interest groups. Cool. Well, I resonate with the multiple layers thing, because, in essence, if you want to call it vibrational levels or dimensions or whatever people want to call it, every one of those is, in essence, another matrix.
Yes, correct.
So you can break out of 3D and be in 4D while you're in another matrix, and on Earth at least. You'd have to leave all the dimensions of Earth behind to really get out of that. And then there's a galactic consciousness and stuff. So,
yes, you can be very fourth dimensional, but your physical reality is still very physical. You still have, if you have plants everywhere and you're listening to high vibrational music, it's a different story. So.
Kind of like Lemuria, I guess.
Exactly. So.
All right. Well, much love.
Hey, blessings. That's interesting how you say about the White House. There's no more drawbridges and castle moats anymore. Mm-hmm. They don't like showing their strength out in public. And they hide in the shadows.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Up next, we have Hazel's questions. Her first question, she says, "Hello, elephant beings. I think of strong mother energy when I think of elephant beings. I've been craving mother energy very strong lately, and wondering, are there any messages for me from the elephant mothers?"
Well, you can say, the elephants have been through a great turmoil themselves, like humans. So you connect to all these animals here on this planet have been through worlds like this. They've been under control of some kind. So you connect to the mother, the elephant, because that helps you bring you out. So connecting to that mother energy is actually helping you break away on many different levels. So it's a very safe place. Well, every world is not safe. You can say, think of a reality of all. We'll just say all real. We're just going to put it out there. All reptilian beings, weaponized, superhuman, just not mentally stable at all. And then you connect to an elephant being that's there, and you finally feel safe. For your whole life, you're terrified. That's where that energy, part of where it comes from. What I can say.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you. Your second question, perhaps this is related to the first question. Pregnancy and newborn babies, in particular babies in distress, have been a prominent theme for me in astral lately. Do you have any insights into why that is coming through for me?
The only thing we're seeing is that where children are being born here are not having an easy time. That happening right now. So you're connected to like the babies before they're born realm, you can say, as souls are transitioning into the physical. There's a lot of pain going on. A lot of souls don't want to come here. There's different reasons, but you're observing, and I don't feel like you're getting too involved, because if you do, you're kind of stuck there for a while. But it is you're sending your energies, your blessings to it, because these are not easy times to come into the world. Of course, when it is ever, but it's it's a little bit more intense than it has been for recent years. So, and the souls that are coming here are at a higher vibration. How long they last with that's another story. So it seems like there are some souls that you're connecting with that are incarnated that you're going to be helping in there as they grow up. You might see visions of it. Who knows? It's not that important to see, but many of you are helping other souls here and have no idea. No, remember. That'd be a little bit much. You're trying to get through your own life. And you gotta connect to like 20 other people that you're assisting here, at least on an astral level. So, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we got Michael.
Greetings, elephant beings. How are you?
Yes, greetings.
Yes, my question is I've already asked Ivan, but I want to know more about this question. So let me make it quick. So I found a guy who had some DMT, and I bought some. And anyway, long story short, I did it, and I seen a purple being,
Mm,
and it was uh telepathically telling me stuff,
mm,
and I was told that it was Norak or Norak. It
mhm,
was like Arcturian
mhm,
presence,
mhm,
because I think I stopped breathing when I was under the DMT, and it was telling me to breathe.
mhm,
But I was wanting to know because yesterday I meditated and I was like trying to, like talk to him through my mind, and
mhm.
I had a very peaceful meditation, and I'm not a good. I don't meditate very well, but could I just want to know more about this Norak or no Norak?
But well, you can say it's a being helping you in your spiritual awakening. It's just helping you relax. So it's helping you connect to the higher realms, even in the 12th dimension. So it is one that is, not giving you. It is helping you with your friend also. But that was one of your other questions. Something to do with one of your friends to give you more. You're actually protecting your friend quite a bit. So the being doesn't.
Which friend? I hate to cut you off, but when you say friend,
The one with the relationship that's kind of questionable.
the one that's passed, the girlfriend.
Mm, the one that's still here, I believe.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, the being's not going to really go into his details of it. It's just there to help you heal. So just connecting its energy and finding more. It's not about the being; it's more about yourself. That's there to help you remember, help you
So,
remember blockages or release blockages.
so my meditation yesterday, did I connect with him? Because
Yes.
I did do.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. So just continue with that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Just see purple. Maybe.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
purple. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Was
let
it
follow the purple. Yeah.
was it Arcturian or was it something else? Because
It shows Arcturian energy, but there's other energies connected to it.
okay. And my second question is, do you have any information that you would like to let me know about my life or anything that would be helpful?
Well, there is dragon lifetimes that you're releasing also, where you actually been captured by humans as a dragon being and slaughtered, it feels like. We're actually trying to help humans, and then it goes so well. This is more of your ancient times. So, yeah, your energy got fragmented from that. So it's like one way of, well, I guess I'll be human now because I can't seem to talk to him as a dragon being. So that's one of the reasons why you're human now. You're still trying to figure out this whole human thing after all these years, after all these incarnations. And it's not nothing to master, but you're still trying to, because you're very alien here, but you also want to help humanity. So,
Okay, but I was an angel way before I reincarnated into.
well, you're still an angel now, yes, but you're
Okay.
helping the help human element. You're just trying to find the best way to help humanity, also help yourself grow, and you're just concentrating more on your family, of course. It's just good.
Yeah, I feel like every day I get happier and happier and happier. Like
Yeah.
it's just like I'm getting higher and higher in my vibration. It's just when I go to work, it's like hell. If
Well,
I, but
well, that's to keep the reality going. That's why. It's the agenda is connected to it. So any type of building, like any structure building, that is building the reality. They get rid of all the buildings, you won't have this reality as strong as it is now. That's why they have these tall buildings here, to keep this reality as what it is. So blessings.
Oh, blessings, and thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, very cool. Up next, we've got James.
Hello?
Yes, greetings.
Hey, can you tell me about my connections to your collective, if I have any, or about my lifetimes, or also I have a concurrent lifetime in Neptune. Are you telling me about that?
Well, you have a lot of yes, but you didn't always get along with the Neptune beings either. You're very connected to Sirius. I mean, you're connected to many places, but I feel like Sirius is your strong one at this point. What you're here is to heal a lot of the agony of Sirius. Sirius has planets similar to this one right now that are kind of under control. So you've been to those incarnations. So Egypt worlds, Greek worlds, and now you're here. It's like this is where the center of a lot of the difficulty is. So because like you're here to unravel it slowly. You're doing it more in astral, but it's like just your energy here alone. You're grounded to the center of the earth, as you probably feel that. And you do song also, because song releases a lot of negativity. It's like opens up reality so people can think more clearly. It's like you're helping yourself think more clearly, and you might not always work on yourself, but you're helping the collective think more clearly. So when you do your music energy, just by writing it, then it's like when you create it, it's like always playing in the reality. It's like it's always here. So hopefully that's helpful.
Oh yeah, I hear a lot of my own music. Like I wake up and I hear music that I would have created if I hadn't created in this lifetime.
It's like you're an ongoing record, which is good. It's just here to break people free. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, and you tell me why I don't really feel like timeline shifts or Mandela effects, or am I just really blocked from that, or what?
Yeah, it has to do with the Earth is really dense right now, so it seems like you're just concentrating more on the now, and the now is just like what you say, your music, whatever you feel. Even if you don't feel like doing the music, then you already have other old music, so it's not a big deal. But you're just focusing more on the now. It's just because if you see too much of the future, it feels like if you see too much, you don't want the backlash from that. It's like you've already seen these things. It's kind of like alien, like if you have an alien encounter, do you need one every day or every once in a while? You kind of already know it's there. It feels like your attention's on other things, and it feels like it's on the now or something. I feel like you're protecting yourself a lot.
Well, yeah, I feel like I knew like a lot of stuff I was having, like which president will win and stuff, and people don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what is that? Oh,
like well, I knew that I knew who would win like the presidency, even though I don't get a whole lot of downloads.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's okay. Yeah, there's certain things that you want to know for this reality. But you do keep a lot out for the most part. Why you know it, they're not saying why you would know something like that. It's just that a lot of things you keep back, and the little things you feel like it's significant for others for different reasons. So, blessings.
Thank you.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Kitty.
Hello, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Oh, yay! I'm glad you can hear me. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
I'm feeling good about the idea of the elephant mothers. What a wonderful visit. Thank you.
Yes.
There's so many good questions on here. I'm inspired to ask some very similar, like maybe some assistance with what I'm working on in the astral.
It does seem like there are reptilian beings that do listen to you. Maybe not in this reality, but they do listen to you in the astral realm of calming down their manipulation here on the earth. As there is an awakening happening that has not fully unlocked itself just yet. It's the early stages of it, but it feels like you're connecting to beings that are troublesome here. It's like you're kind of telling them to get their act together, or they're going to be wiped out somehow. At least that's what I see there. Of course, there are positive other energies happening, of course, but this is a very serious time for the Earth because it is unraveling its blindfold slowly. So it might be family members. They're not really showing who these people are connected to you, but not that they're going to be demised or anything, but they're going to get kind of trapped in this reality. So you're helping out others at this time. Feels like they're very close to you, though.
Okay, so the reptilian ones are very close to me, or the other benevolent
There's
ones?
one of them, but there are reptilian ones. They're trying to, find some reasoning. Because a lot of them are going to get stuck here and do this all over again.
Okay, so do I have some special ability to communicate with them, or are we all
telepathically? Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I believe it's a relationship energy that you've been kind of dealing with, for example.
Okay. Is it sort of, it feels like a takedown energy sometimes.
Yeah, well, because they don't want to change and don't want to learn, don't want to do anything. But it's kind of like your task. You can say your mission here is to bring some kind of enlightenment to those, especially those that are hard-headed.
Right.
It's like humanitarian reasons, like just because. It's like it's the right thing to do. If other beings like, why waste your time with that person?
Okay, so I guess my second question then would be what did I intend to do that before I came here? Is that part of?
Yeah, but also here to bring a positive life to yourself here, and even help others figure out themselves when the time is right. So it feels like you'll connect to others when the time is right as their awakening starts to really increase itself. It's still in the early stages. Like this is kind of like the quiet period before things start to unravel.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna get it's gonna get more unraveled.
It is nothing compared to where things are going.
Wow. Okay.
So your family members, you just do what you need to do in this reality that makes you feel good. That's good advice. Bring joy. Yeah, the higher vibration you have, the better. As the world begins to shift, and then you'll see why you are where you're at.
Okay. I guess I just want to say that at other times in my life I'll try to connect with the elephants more to have access to that energy. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Blessings. That's something to look forward to. More truth and transparency. There's a lot. It seems like a lot of people just ignoring what's going on in their bubbles, but they'll be forced to not ignore it anymore. So that sounds good.
Over time.
All right. Very cool. Up next, we have Christy.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
So is the planet that you're from, the Neptune, is that considered neurotic?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
We don't know what erotic means in your world. What does that mean?
I wonder too. My question: I've been connecting with the crypto creatures like the Mothman and the Flatwoods Monster and all that. So, do they have a message for me that's kind of like neurotic?
Well, or just a message. I don't know what this erotic word.
Then is it Neptune? Is that considered neurotic? Like
no.
Beings from Neptune are neurotic?
No.
Oh, okay. I must have heard that from somewhere else. Then
I mean, that's a point of view, but not from the realm I come from.
Okay, you're more spiritual and.
Yes, we're not crawling around on anybody.
Not crazy, like.
No.
Okay, my bad. Sorry about that.
And the Mothman, we can connect to that if you like to.
Yeah. I've been wanting to see who like is. Cause I don't know what it is. If it's a moth or if it's like what kind of creature it
It
is.
is what it is. It goes into the spirit world. It's like a ghost in some regard. It's kind of trapped here. It was created in ancient times.
Mm-hmm.
It goes in yeah, it's like your Bigfoot.
Yeah.
But Mothman visits you at home. Well, I guess Bigfoot can do the same. But
Yeah.
Mothman can come through dreams, just like Bigfoot. It's pretty much just stuff. It's just it is kind of it is a fourth dimensional being. It can't appear physical, but usually it appears as like a black mist, but it can appear as other things too.
They
But
said
yeah,
that
it's kind of a stalker being.
they said that the Native American, like this wartime, and then the Native Americans put the spell on the people, and they created that Mothman to haunt the people. I didn't know if that didn't
Well,
match that energy though.
it was made way before that. I mean, yeah, they have been manipulated by other beings, such as Native Americans, yes. But some of them do have a darkness.
Yeah,
So,
because I like it. I like the Mothman. He feels pretty cool, like to hang out with.
well, as you connect to it, you're healing their energy. Because it's similar to humans. They have a Mothman or Moth people collective. So, and they're going through a lot of struggles that the humans are going through. Not exactly, but yeah, a lot of children are connected to them.
Mm-hmm.
They just see them. They just roam around. They're not really harming anybody usually.
Yeah,
They
they
just
hover. Like when they fly, they don't flap their wings. They just like hover up, like propulsion or something. That's cool. So I wondered then. I've been drawing a lot of the gray ETs and everything, like on the ship and teaching and all that. And what kind of message? What kind of message has been, or what have I been doing this past week?
The more you've been drawing them is like it's another way of manifesting them into this reality.
Okay, that's
so
good.
you can draw yourself with them, you and your son, with them. That's another way of eventually you'll have some kind of manifestation of some kind. Whoever it might be that'll show up.
Yeah.
So
I drew a girl with the mantis and then the little gray that was like small like she was. Last night I was drawing, but I just wondered because my head has been really hurting a lot, like last night and all day. So usually when I have a bad headache, then I usually am getting like downloads or something's happening.
Well, all the drawings you're doing is just friends and family. It's like you're trying to remember them.
Oh, that's sweet. I like that.
It's like a photo album.
Oh, trying to manifest it like I miss them, so I'm trying to bring it, like looking at a photo album.
So you use your mental memory and you draw it out.
Oh,
it's like
that's sweet. I like that. Thank you.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Next, I've got Tristan's questions. His first question. I recently repotted my plant and cut off 2 offshoots to create new babies. I wanted to let it know I still love it and ask how it's doing. In particular, does it want to be where it is or in the living room where the babies are struggling to grow?
And this is a plant, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I propagated it.
Yeah, it's fine where it's at. It enjoys its energy, so it seems like it wants to grow around him. So yeah, what he's doing is correct. Yeah, it likes being in that environment, helps him clear a lot of depression, energies, and difficulties, help him think. So he does have conversations with the plant quite often, actually. Sometimes it might get a giggle or a laugh because it seems like it tells jokes to him every once in a while. So the way the plant is female, from what I'm gathering. So, yes.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you. His second question. I may have the possibility of moving to an even smaller town, even further away. Can you tell me if you see this as a good move or not?
It actually does. It seems like you've done everything you need to do there, and it feels like you need to scale down. And I feel like you will be happier there too, because where you are now is kind of a mixed bag. kind of like it's okay, but things can be better. So it feels like you're going to find a different environment. So, and it changes the timeline, just helps you look at things a little bit differently.
Yeah, blessings. Thank you. Seems there's a lot of parallels with a few of us in the group here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you for that. Up next, we have April.
Greetings.
Yes, please.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
My first question, I just wanted to know what was going on yesterday when I had like a spiritual attack. I had my first full-blown panic attack in a couple of years. I felt it coming on for a few days, and then it started getting worse when people were around me. There's a certain friend I have that's always challenging my beliefs, challenging everything. Pretty much everything I believe is wrong to him. I can't take it anymore, but that it was already building before that. And then I just exploded. Like I couldn't stop crying. I was a mess. I was shaking for like 12 hours, but I was able to channel it all out immediately through Muay Thai boxing. And I feel great now, but just want to see what you saw around that. What was really going on there?
Well, of course, you've been doing the boxing for some time, correct?
About 5 months.
So yeah, it's like you're ready for a battle.
Yeah.
People don't just go boxing just for the sake of just doing it for entertainment. There's usually a reason behind it. So it's like you're preparing for a war, you can say. And
that's
the
what
war
it feels
finally
like.
Showed itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has to do with this reality, that the nightmare realities that are connected to this earth, the timelines that are manipulating humanity. And you kind of, it's like the highway finally reached you. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, I could feel it.
Yeah, it's a timeline that's being released from the earth. It's think about just a bunch of dark beings connected to a timeline, just are out of control.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was feeling. I was feeling on all different levels, like not just for me personally, but for society.
Yeah, and something that you've been working on for some time. It just you never been that close to it. So think about these timelines are just beings that are just completely insane, just lost, like an insane asylum of just creature beings everywhere, and it's like hell. And they finally got pulled out of this reality. This is for more knowledge to come into your world, for you to know more what's going on here.
Yeah, I felt like I cleared a lot of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, you've been in battle with it for some time, it seems. So.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I found a great tool to channel that energy.
Yeah.
I was
really
happy.
I'm not sure if canoeing would work. And golf, I don't think would work either.
Yeah. No.
So boxing, wrestling wouldn't work.
No.
So it feels like boxing
this
would
was
be the
perfect.
best. Yeah.
And it just found me on accident. It's just all lined up. Well, I'm sure it wasn't an accident from above, but you know what I mean.
You needed to channel the energies that to clear it out somewhere.
Yeah.
Because it's a battle, but it's pretty tame compared. I mean, you could have did karate. But this is a better way, though.
Yeah, I like this much more. So much more than something like that. All right, cool. And my second question is about this dream I had. I want to see if it like actually means maybe I was like processing an upgrade or something. I was going through this magical forest. It felt very, very fourth dimensional or a Garthian type forest in a vehicle with a bunch of people. My son was there with me. And it was all about, we were going on like an ascension journey through this forest. And I was aware that when we came out of the forest entrance, we would be getting powers, they said. And the entrance to the forest was like this huge, massive archway. It was just gorgeous. There were so many colors, so much life. And as we came out, we had to go into this building that's not built like the third dimensional building, because it was not from this world. And we go in this building, we had to meet with some kind of like someone higher up to advise us about our powers. And it was really strange because when I got there, they activated something, I was activating, and I was able to bend my knees both up behind me, but still hover on the floor and like fly or kind of hover on the ground. And we were all like showing off our powers together, but that was my power. I was able to like hover across the ground and fly. So I was just wondering what
that was a parallel reality.
Okay.
So those buildings do exist in another reality. So that was a place of you're giving yourself what you're able to bring in this reality. But yeah, you went. So the forest is Earth. You can say it's Earth's energy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it was a dark force from what I can see, which from
Mm-hmm.
what I can pick up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah, a parallel version of yourself is well, you went there actually
And my
to
son in this life was there with me too, but I don't
yeah.
remember the other people.
The family members were there.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, it's like initiation.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yeah, that's what it
just
felt like.
you went through the test and you survived it. So that's where the upgrade came from.
Okay.
Upgrades usually come from you have to kind of earn it. You just don't get
Uh-huh.
an upgrade just for doing nothing. I mean, getting through life, doing what you got, just doing something.
Right.
Being curious is doing something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Awesome. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Hey, thank you. Up next, I have Braden's questions. His first question, he says, "Hi, elephants. Greetings and blessings. Do you have any messages for me? Thank you."
it feels like you're releasing a lot of reptilian energy. You have been part of their collective in the past. You've have done went by their orders and you did everything. So you're releasing a lot of that programming in this world. And you've been having several lifetimes of deprogramming that aspect of yourself. Something you had to go through. I feel like you're also like a double agent of the reptilians in their past. That's where the tall whites, I feel that they found you, you found them. But at one time you're at the war with the tall whites because you're so aggressive with reptilian energies, but you're healing a lot of that. So it just feels like you have knowledge here to unlock this reality. You just have it. You have a key, a code, and I believe you are using it, as you probably know.
Hey, thank you. And his second question, are there any messages from the tall whites?
You just say you have the recipe for success, but the success is usually probably going to be just little things in life, which is still successful. You're just basically looking for some inner peace where you can finally have some clarity. Just feel that you made it. Like you can finally not worry so much about life, the future, or anything.
Okay, thank you. And he had like a side question. He says he's just curious. Where did the myth of the elephants being scared of mice come from? And is there any truth to that?
Well, because mice are so fast and they're just kind of squeaky and they're kind of, I mean, elephants just have a thing against them. Yeah, they do. I mean, there are elephant and mice wars in the reality. So some of it just see them as like, oh god, not another one. I mean, there are some nice mice out. I mean, just yeah, it's
Oh, all right. Well, that makes sense. It's karma connection. It goes back to wars.
yeah, it's a war everywhere.
Yeah, geez, that would make it an interesting story there. If somebody,
Yeah, so it would. Yeah.
All right. Well, very cool. Thank
But
you for that.
a lot of the mice are pretty decent though. The rats are a whole other story.
All right. All right. All right. Very cool. Up next, we've got Marvin.
Greetings, elephant beings.
Yes.
For my first question, is there any messages from you guys that you could probably relate to me?
Oh, you have a connection to the Yayo. Not sure if you're too familiar with the Yayo, but you have a strong connection with them. There's been some of them in kind of like paradise lifetimes, paradise worlds, but also they do have prison worlds similar to this one. It just your energy has been. You like to travel to different planets, but this one you come to do once again a release of the this is in control here. So, and with what you're not remembering everything. You're healing with the Palladians at this time, but probably in the next couple of years you'll see more of what's going on here. So you're kind of getting some indications now, as you probably know.
Okay. Thank you. For my second question, that image that I seen in the sky in a cloud that I didn't think was a cloud, and I mentioned it to my brother. What was it? And before the webinar started, I got a ringing in my ear. I don't know if it correlates to me seeing. To me, it looked like a ship with extended front.
Well, it
was
wasn't
this?
a. Yeah, there's Arcturian energy, but there was seemed like there was Zetas in the area too. So maybe the Zetas were aware that you picked up on the Arcturian ship that was there. So I believe the Zetas are the ones that are ringing your ears up.
Okay.
So you have
And
a strong connection.
do you see? Okay. Do they see a future contact where it won't be actually? I was listening to when you like think spiritually and stuff, and so I do a lot of meditation. I really, I guess, how I would treat my brother. I don't know if they pick up on that. If it's a good thing to go with that, like how like how would you treat them like I would treat my brother and stuff. And sometimes I put the energies out there. I just want to get a little good feedback on it. Do they pick that up?
Yeah, they pick that up. Yeah, I mean, you're like in the cornfields or kind of like in the rural areas, and
Yeah.
Zetas like those areas because they can just roam around on foot. So yeah, if you
Okay.
walk in the middle of nowhere and you feel like you saw a Zeta or something, most likely. So
Okay. Can you send them blessings for me and stuff?
yes, of course. Blessings.
Thank you.
Okay, blessings. Up last this evening is me. Thank you again for coming in.
Yes.
Um, Lately, I've been getting reoccurring messages of letting go. So, for the purpose of releasing that which doesn't serve my growth, I'd like to ask you and my spirit team: are there any imbalances, old beliefs, or cords that I can let go at this moment and clear from my energy field?
Well, I feel what you're actually waiting for the right time to leave.
Hmm.
So the only thing to let go of your father's energy, but actually I feel like you let go quite a bit of that.
Yeah, I made peace with that.
So it feels like mostly you're just waiting for a good time to get out of there.
True.
That seems to be the. I mean, there's some brother energy there that you're working on still, but you can do that long distancely.
Yeah, I think
So
a little distance, makes the heart grow fonder too. So.
yeah, so it feels like you're just waiting for the right time to leave. Actually, if there's anything you need to let go of, War of Lifetimes. If you feel like there's anything there that you need to heal, Genghis Kong energies. There's
Uh,
still some of that here and there.
Yeah, I just keep that around just to keep an edge on me, So
Yes,
yeah, but I've made
an
peace with
echo.
and I've surrendered my sword,
Hmm.
in a lot of sense, So I'm
Yeah.
not here. I'm not here to fight their war. I'm here to
Well,
finish it in a sense.
you do have a strong connection to the felines, like the lion. Uh, is you're being accepted to their reality, where you just say you're at a energy field where you can see higher dimensional beings, and one of them is higher dimensional feline beings.
Yeah, I had a mention of a white fluffy feline that's been around me.
Yeah. So
Um,
yeah, they've been because you're forgiving yourself enough where you can because you'd rather be in the higher realms because you feel like you can do more there. You want you basically incarnated here just to release karma, really. I
yeah, I'm
mean,
just kind of like a conduit here, like a
yeah.
vibration anchor.
Yes, I mean, yes, you're doing a lot here, protecting the earth also, and a lot of the new energies that connect. But a lot of it's just while you're here, release and enjoy what you find joy here, whatever it
Hmm.
might be. We do see your energy very connected to Seattle for some reason. You're not showing why.
Yeah, I've been looking into the Pacific Northwest, and I got
Hmm.
that in a webinar
Yeah.
previously, looking at Washington State and things like that, and why I'm being called in
Yeah.
that direction.
Well, I believe because of Portland. Doesn't mean you have to live in Portland, but it feels like you're working on Portland because it has a lot of elite energies there.
Yeah, I was looking at
A lot.
Vancouver, Washington, also.
Yeah. That's good also. But it feels like well, you'll it's still open where you're going to go, but you'll definitely find the right place.
Yeah, something a little more sunny. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the one drawback. I like to see the sun because I got my DNA activation. I felt through my sun gazing, and a very
Mm-hmm.
connected, like relationship I have with it. So I guess for
Mm-hmm.
my second question, that was good that I don't have any blockages stopping me from
No,
manifesting, what I'm, looking to do.
no.
But I feel kind of conflicted as to I get mixed messages as far as not trying to manipulate and going with the flow and not being
Mm-hmm.
a vibration I guess it came in through one of Ivan's Patreon channelings where people manipulate vibrationally in order to get their way. You know, so
someday.
it's kind of like trying to find the balance between, because I feel like I can do that as well, but I'm trying to find a balanced approach of it. You know, going forward here.
Well, to do that is be neutral.
Right.
Like your neutral self is like, I have no agendas. Because like people want to get into a relationship, and then people try to see into that. Oh yeah, we see 20 years of this person, and then because that person is trying to manifest it. So it's like, be careful what you're manifesting.
Yeah, and speaking of relationships, I was wondering, is there like relationship energy for me out there in the Washington area? Because
Wherever you end up, wherever you go.
Oh, it'll work out.
Yeah, just go where you want to go.
Okay.
Vancouver, or what you were mentioning earlier.
Right.
Wherever your heart is desired.
Yeah, it's still roaming right now, trying to find where to settle.
It's difficult. Yeah, where you're at now, it's like impossible. The energies are just too deep, too dense, deep, and just not. You're like you're working. Even when you're not working, you're working.
Yeah, that's how I felt. You know, like life feels like a job, and I'd like it to feel more like an adventure where I'm exploring and growing.
Yeah, so when you find a place to go, and just keep, I mean, sometimes it feels like you just get in a car and go.
Right, yeah. Hit the road and do a cross-country trip.
There's really no exact place. I mean, the Seattle energies feels like you're connecting there, even if you're not there. I mean, you might go visit it. That might be who knows.
Yeah, I'm going to have to visit it first before moving to anywhere. Right.
Yeah. But we do feel your energies are connected to Seattle a lot of the health situation on the planet, in the United States happened in Seattle or in that area. That's one of those early stages of it. So it's one of the reasons. It's like a starting point. And a lot of technology companies are there too.
So the energies are just calling me to that area to kind of counterbalance.
Well, doesn't mean you have to be there physically.
Okay.
Unless you want to go there physically. You don't have to be there physically.
Well, at least visit. You know, now I'm curious. You know,
if it's something there that you want to see or something.
At least the national parks and the beauty of the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, I mean, even when you leave your job or your life job where you are located, not your job, but you feel like life's a job.
Right.
So when you finally leave there, you probably won't be out of your job just yet, your spiritual job. So
right, well, at least it'll be different. You know, change of scenery get me motivated again.
Exactly, you're going to find a lot of that, and meet new people. That's a big other thing, is to meet people. Like mine is a little bit more difficult, especially at your level, but anything's possible.
Yeah. Well, thank you again. Appreciate the assistance this evening. Blessings.
Of course, sending you all energies. Yes, the mice people. Well, you never know. You might hear from them soon. So,